Hello guys, welcome to the Python tutorial. So in this video tutorial I'm going to explain you the Python web client programming. So we will basically Python is very shining in the field of web development. So and Python offers the like many frameworks such as we have the Django framework, and we have Flask framework, and we have Cherry 5 and Pyramid. So and one more is the Web2 PY is the these are the frameworks available in the Python. Like in another mostly Python language is using in the in web development because it has the rich set of libraries available in the Python programming language. In the case of Django framework, so there will be so many inbuilt libraries, but we need not to be write the our own codes. So there will be the already available functionalities are there, so we need to only import those libraries in order to use the uh, in order to develop the applications. So like Django and Flask are argumentally the most popular web framework. So in Python, Django and Flask are the two major important and uh, more helpful. These two are the more so used, I mean, in market. These two website framework are using it. Now I will explain you the Django. So what you mean by Django and how to use the Django and what is the file structure of Django framework. So we're going to learn detail about the Django. So Django is the one of the nice, and it has we can create the skeleton for after the running Django. So to create the Django project, we have to run the command called Django admin start project and followed by the project name. So this is the command to start the project. So in order to use the Django project, first we have to before using Django, creating a Django project, we have to you have to install the Django by command pip install Django hyphen admin. So this is the command to install the Django project. And once you have installed the Django project, we can check the versions of the Django. So that is the Django admin hyphen hyphen version is the command. So now I will show you in the note sections how to install and how to work with the Django. So now I will write in the note section so that installation of Django. So to install Django, we have the command called pip install. So this is the command to install the Django. Next, after installing Django, we can check the whether installed version. So to check the Django version, we have the command called check Django version. To check the Django versions, command is so Django hyphen admin hyphen version. So this is the command to check the Python Django versions. Now I will show the next command how to create the project in the Django. So to create project, first you have to create a one folder in the home directory or whichever you are working directory. So you have to create directory, then go to into that directory and create the project. So to create project, we have the command called, I will write here, command to create the project. So command is to like Django hyphen admin start project and a project name. So this is the syntax project. This is the syntax to create the project. Now after creating project, you have to go to the inside your project directory. So if you are created the project, that will creating the two directories, that is that one is the main directory and one more is the sub directory. So you have to navigate to the main directory, that is by using cd command, cd and your project name. So now, in this I will show an example. So example, I will create the Django hyphen admin start project, and my project name is my project. So this is my project. Now I have to go inside the my project by writing the cd and my project. This will go to the my project directory. So once you enter into this project, then you have to create the app. So for that I will give the command to create the app. So app should be created inside the project directory only. So example syntax, I will do Django admin start app and app name. This is the syntax. Now I will show one example. So Django hyphen admin start app, and my app is a my app name. So once you created this one, so we will be creating the project, and you have created a project and a app. So now I will show the how the structure looks like, say that like a Django project structure. So when you create the project structure or a layout, I will show you how it will looks. So just, right now I will show the project structure, and then after then I will show the app structure. So you can see this is my. So now I will show the project structure after navigating to the project. So if you do the ls here or in Windows, you can dir the command to check the project structure. So this is my project structure. When you create the project, it will contains these files. So init.py, it means this is the Python package. So it shows that it is a Python file. And settings.py file, in settings.py file is like it is the setting for the entire project. So whatever you are setting making, so those all setting you have to be you have to be done in settings.py file only. Like, and next is a urls.py file. So this is the so main so whenever you are visiting the urls in the website, so you are entering the like www.google.com/login. So this is the url. So if you are using the slash, that means you are using the urls. So whatever urls is there, you have to provide in the urls.py files. So this is the wsgy is the file that this is, we are not doing anything in this file as of now. So we'll explain you next whenever we are using this file. So managed it for manage.py, this is this file. In this file we are going to you are migrating the files. So we are migrating the app, and whenever we are creating the model, that time we have to migrate. So in that case, this is a this file will be helping. And whenever we are running the server, so server will be this file only taken care by the running the server and everything. So this is all about the Django project structure. Now we will show the structure of the uh, this Django app. So when you create app, so it will contains the some of the files. So now basically I will show the app structure. Now app, so this is the my app structure. Okay, so this is my app name, and this is the init. As I already explained, this is the Python package. So it shows that this Python this file belongs to the Python. So this is the, in this one here we have the admin.py file. So admin.py is the like administrator. It provides the admin privilege to the user, and it provides like authentication access, and we can register the models here to in order to access in order to access the models in the admin model. So next, this is apps.py. So this will be creating by default, or like we will explain you this whenever we are using this one. So here is the models.py. Model in the sense, in Python Django, model in the sense it's a class file. So we have to create a class in the form of models. So when you create the models, the this models represents the classes in the Django framework. So test py is the for testing purpose. And now main logic is the we have written in the views.py file. So whatever Python logic is there, that will be written in views.py file only. So this is all about Django. So next I will be explaining the Flask framework. Like similarly, like similar to the Django, like Flask is a framework, means like it has the some of the main selling points, is like so it we can set up very quickly with minimal overhead. But whereas in Python Django, so it has the some of the huge setup is there. So we have to do the first we have to create the project, we have to you have to create the app, then we have to register the app. So register the created app in the yeah, admin file, and we have to make changes in the settings.py file. So there are so many headache in that Django project. So to overcome that one, we have implemented the micro framework that is called a Flask. And like a Flask documentation has the web application example. So under only 10 lines, means the code of the Flask is very less as compared to the Python Django. So now I will go into show the project structure for the Flask. So I will I will give the structure of the Python Flask framework. Next, I am explaining the here I will write in the note section Flask framework. So Flask framework is a micro framework. It is a micro framework, and I will give the structure of Flask. See, this is the structure of my Flask framework. So here my project, and it contains a init, which means it is the represent it is the package, Python package. So this is the db.py file is the my created file, means this is the database file. So in Flask it will be a default coming in SQLite database. And here we can like write the schema like a SQL query. So these are the authenticate for authentication. We have the authentication file, we have the blog. So we can like in normal we can write in framework, we can write two types of files. Like we can write the HTML file in the form of Python script only, or we can create the template and write the HTML file separately. So to write separately HTML file separately, we have to create the templates. So a template should be created in the main directory of the project. So once you create the templates, then we have to create the HTML files in that template only. So this is my templates is my main directory in the project folder, and I have created the base.html is the my file name. So this is the syntax. So if you want to include like a static files, means if you have to if you want to upload any images or any files, so we can you have to create a static directory. In that static directory you have to create a file, and then there onwards we have you can upload the files to the web. So this is the structure of the Flask. So next, in Python, we have the URL library. So in Python, URL library module used to handling the URLs in the Python. So for handling for URLs, we using the URL library. So like it is it is used to fetch the information So means we for URL we are normally we are using the to fetch the information from the browser. So we have the method called URL open. So if URL may open that will fetch the information from the different protocols. So in our case I am using the HTTP protocol. So there will be a different protocols. So by using the URL open functions, I'm able to access fetch the variety of different protocols. So like in URL we have the packages that collect the several modules of, like for example, so URL library is the library dot request is there for opening and reading the, and URL library dot parse for parsing the URLs, and URL library dot for error for expect so any if any error has been occurred, for that correcting the error or accepting the error exceptions, for that we have the error package. And we have a robot parser package that parsing the robot.txt file, means in the whichever file in the robot.txt file. So those to parsing those files we have the url.robot parser. Now I will going to explain you how to install the URL library. So to install URL library, we have to import the URL request. So to first we have to import the URL library. Then I have to import the request. Now I will show you how to import the URL library request. So I will show one example how to import here. So in hello.py, I am going to demonstrate. So this is the import is the statement, and I'm importing the URL lib dot request. So I am requesting this is my object. I'm creating object of URL library, and I'm requesting the URL to open. So URL to open means this is the inbuilt function to open the URL. Now I'm considering my Facebook website as the my uh, URL to open. So now I will printing the URL dot read. So now I will run this program. You can observe the, see it will give the entire Facebook related data, means it will related to the Facebook URL. So it will give the detail about the Facebook related data, like you can observe here document HTML. So all these things will be given with the help of that URL open method. So this is about URL library. So how to request and how to open the URL with the help of URL open. So next we have the URL parse method. So URL library parse method. So this model helps to define the function to manipulate the URL. Means we can manipulate the URL however we want. So let's say example, like if you want to build break the URL into like parts. So by using parse method we can break the URL. So like it usually focuses on the splitting the URL into small components. Like let us say if we have the URL in the large it is in the so we cannot like you only in only one line single line we are not able to read this URL. So it contains the lengthy line. So to I want to break the URL. So how to do that one? By using parse method we can split the URL into small components, means small components. And we can even also we can join the different URL component into an URL string, means like so other in like other we can combine or we can split, both can be done in parse method. Now I will show how to use the parse method in the URL library. So now I will comment this code and I will show how to use the parse method. So this is the I am importing the library and I am using the parse here URL parse method. I am so I am combining these two methods. This is one URL and this is my one URL. So I am using the parse URL. So and I am printing the backslash. It's going to next line and parsing this URL. See I have taken URL here. So I am parsing that URL and printing that URL into console. Say this is my parse URL. So this is the gigs for gigs is the my main URL. So and I'm taking like path. This is my path. This is a separate. I'm splitting the URL into. So another part. This is called URL parser. Means I'm splitting URL into different parts. See, you can observe here. This is the my detail outputs. Next we have the, so after the parse module we have next is like some of the functions, like how to use these functions. So I will explain you the some of the functions available in the URL library to URL library. So first one is the URL lib.parse URL parser is the, and next one is URL lib.parse that URL unparse is there, and URL split is there, unsplit is there, under flag is there. So URL deflag, these are the functions in the URL. Next I will going to explain you the like how to parse the HTML in the Python. Like we can parse HTML also in Python. Like in the structure of markup processing, we have to use the processing tool here. So it depends like a class called a HTML parser. So in order to parse the HTML, so in Python we have to use the use a class. It has the class called the HTML parser. So HTML parser is a class. We by using the HTML parser class, we can parse the HTML files as well. So we can like in this concept we can for HTML parsing we can use the crawling concept, crawling concept is there. So though by using those concept of also we can parse the HTML parser, means HTML file in the in Python. Now we have the some of the methods in the HTML parser by using Python. So we have the some of the inbuilt methods in the Python, like HTML parser dot feed is the, so used to input the data to the HTML parser. Means by using the parser dot feed method we can input or we can post the data to the HTML parser. So and we have the HTML parser handle is there. HTML parser dot handle set attributes, means you can like you can handle the start tag in the HTML. Means like parameter contains the opening tag and attributes parameters. So for attributes and all, starting attribute and setting the attributes. So for handling those kind of situation we are using the HTML start tag to set the this start tag for setting the starting of the HTML tag, and we have one more end tag for this. This is for the closing tag. Start is for starting tag and end is for closing tag. And we have next one the handle data is there. So that is to like contain in between the, like it is like similar to the body in between whatever you are writing it, that should be handled by the handle data. And a comment is the like a HTML comment, we can use the comment for as well. So this is all about HTML methods in HTML parser methods in the Python. So next yeah, this is all about HTML and in a web client programming. So I hope you are understand this concept. Now I am explaining some of the concept, like in web client programming we come across the some of the concept called screen scraping. So screen scraping is like is the like act of copying the information that shows the on a digital display. So it can be used for another purpose, like copying the information from the digital display. Means like visual data can be collected as a raw text from the raw text from the screen, and such as text, image, video, or anything which can appears on the desktop. So these to collect these kind of information we are using the screen scraping. So like it perform the automatically with the scraping program, or we can perform the manually with the individual extracting data. So we can perform this by using programmatically, or we can perform by using the manually. So this is used. Like you may think why you are using the web scraping. So some of the some of the important in the marketing is, so if I want to compare the two prices. Means if So like comparing the price in business, what happens, the some people will compare their price with other marketing price. So those kind, those in those scenarios, this screen scraping is helped. Like, and email address gathering, like I want to collect the some of the user email IDs for marketing purpose, and those situations we are using the screen scraping. And like social media and research and development, so and job posting, job listing, these kind of situations we are using a scraping. Next we have the one more concept called the web scrabbler. Web scrabbler means like a web scraper is a systematic, well-defined process for extracting the specific data about the topic. Means only we are extracting the specific data, which we data we want, we are extracting those data from the scraper. Like for example, if you need to extract the piece of product from the e-commerce, like if I want to extract some of the information from the e-commerce, like e-commerce website like Amazon, Flipkart, so anything, so that kind that in that situation we are scrapping the or pulling the information from the correct sources. So that in that those scenarios we are using the this concept. Like yeah, in a simple way, like web scrolling is like essentially what whatever your search engine is, such as like a big some of the big companies are using this scrolling for their business purpose. Like Yahoo is there, Google is there, these companies are using for the scraping the arm and gathering the informations. So this is all about web programming. I hope you understand. Thank you.